for Arne Slot, a lot has been happening. Yes, he comes out to say, there are a lot of players that have been signed and all that disruption in the team flow, in the team pattern.
Who signed them? Is it me?
No.
I'm understanding. Suddenly, players.
Now, I think you sign players.
Mm-hmm.
I think he also needs to develop the balls to make some certain calls.
Mm.
Because as a footballer, you are looking at a team, a lot of things are not happening. You need to make changes. You need to, heads needs to roll. Some players need to be punished for not living up to expectations so far. Yes, I know some players are, in quotes, bigger, and all
Mention
that.
names. I don't.
No,
want
I'm coming there.
Okay.
He needs to, develop the balls to make some certain changes. Now, you've been losing games before the international break. You had 2 weeks to look at this team and fix the issue, see where the problem is, and make some changes. Now after the international break, you're playing at home. You decided not to make any change. You maintained same lineup to prosecute that game against United. Fine, the performance was good. Missed a whole lot of chances. The woodwork, saved United so many times. But that United, they don't care. Many times at Anfield, this has been happening in the last few seasons. United come to Anfield, they get dominated, but at the end of the day, they go back with a good result. This time, even better than the previous time. Now they went back with 3 points. 2 minutes in Mbeumo scored that goal. Fine, we could have said the referee could have put a stop to that game because it was a head injury. But what was that defending? What was that defensive structure? What was that shape behind that goal?
The issue I have with
it's
that
a
goal.
lot of loss of concentration.
The issue I have with that goal. I know that conversation can arise with the fact that McAllister was down because it was an head injury. But if you go back to watch the goal, Mbeumo was down. Just 2 minutes when the ball was in transition, and it was still
exactly what I was about to say. So you need to stay switched on every time. Sometimes when you feel you are indispensable in a team, complacency sets in. And I think it is happening to some couple of players.
Who are you cooking?
Is that
Van Dijk? Is that Van Dijk you are cooking?
There's Van Dijk. There's Mo Salah.
Wow, Emmanuel is cooking Van Dijk.
At times you need to in some games.
I'm surprised you are cooking Van Dijk.
He's been magnificent for Liverpool. He's served the club very well during his time.
One of
the best defenders in his generation. I know the OGs will disagree. Like we've had this, but in his generation, one of the best. But sometimes when you feel you're indispensable, complacency setting,